One Christmas, back when I was a wee baby puffin, my aunt bought me and my brother a Nintendo GameCube to share, and she got one game for each of us to be like ours. And of course, she meant to be fair, and at that time there was no way of telling just how unbalanced those two gifts were. The game she gave my brother was this weird licensed game that is maybe a cult classic if you're feeling super generous, but it isn't. No one cares about it. But the game that I got, well, it was an instant classic and is still to this day widely considered to be the standard by which all other games of its genre are measured. So my brother definitely got the short end of the stick there. I sunk hours into this game. It is, if I had to say like one game, it is the game that made me a gamer. It is, this little game, you might have heard of it, called Scooby-Doo, Night of 100 Frights. My brother begged for me to stop hogging the GameCube so he could try out Smooper Sash Mother's Brayley, but I was too busy collecting Scooby snacks and exploring Mystic Manor with my friend Norval Rogers. Who had time to make the plumber and the gorilla fight when I had to defeat Redbeard and the Black Knight Ghost so I could rescue Mystery Incorporated from the mastermind? My brother insisted. Mom said it was his turn on the GameCube, but I could not stop watching the Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights opening sequence over and over again. I mean, can you blame me? Eventually, though, I beat the final boss, collected all of the collectibles, I 100%ed it, I set the world record for the speed run, and I unlocked Shaggy's ultimate form at 100% power. And when there was nothing left for me to do, I realized it was time. I finally decided to give Smasher Pass Lovers a try. It was pretty good. I could make a video about Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights, but frankly, what could I say about that game that hasn't already been said 1,000 times? Instead, I wanted to take this opportunity to shine some light on the Oopersay, Ashsmay, Othersbray series and discuss the characters I want to see in it, since honestly, I find it shocking how little content there is on that subject. Even though Melee was overshadowed by games like Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights and Barnyard, it did find some moderate level of success on the GameCube. But with Ultimate's release on the Switch and the subsequent DLC additions, you really can see how big the series has become. It's not just about which Nintendo characters are playable, it's about which character from any series gets cemented as a gaming icon, as worthy of their place in the video game's Hall of Fame. I mean, Melee added characters like Falco and Peach and Mewtwo, which is like, cool, awesome. But the past few installments have seen the additions of Mega Man, Pac-Man, Sonic. It wouldn't be a real gaming Hall of Fame without them. And now, in Ultimate, we've got the Castlevania people, the guy from Street Fighter, Joker, Banjo, and Ash Ketchum's dad. We've even got Cuphead and Sans from Megalovania. And yet, believe it or not, gamers aren't satisfied. They still cry out in the streets for their favorites to join Mario and his friends on the punching grounds. From unforgettable icons like Master Chief to very much forgotten side characters like Geno from Mario RPG Super Nintendo, to the indisputably best choice, why hasn't this happened yet, please Nintendo, add Skull Kid from Majora's Mask to Smash. Basically, there are plenty of characters still left that deserve a spot in Smash. Or that people think deserve a spot in Smash. And I'm here today with a neglected character whose absence has truly gone on too long. An oft overlooked, long-limbed villain, a highly memeable, lanky dancer who has yet to appear in a mainline game in his own series, a classic heel, a larger-than-life bozo, a lanky ne'er-do-well ready for his turn in the spotlight. I'm talking, of course, about Mirror B. I mean, look at him. Aside from Scooby-Doo, Night of 100 Frights, there were two other GameCube games I loved. They were Pokemon Colosseum and its direct sequel, Pokemon XD. They were our 3D home console Pokemon games back before that was cool. The games took place in the Ore region, made up of vast deserts, seedy underground cities, verdant forests, and lush oases. Story-driven and about as edgy as Pokemon games have ever been, Colosseum and XD center around Shadow Pokemon, violent Pokemon who have had their hearts shut off so they can be used for evil by Team Cypher. Every battle was a double battle, which lent itself to some very gimmicky fights, but also some legitimately challenging ones that required more creative, strategic gameplay than is typical in Pokemon. Colosseum and XD had a very large cast of very memorable characters, but there is one that certainly stands far above the rest. Mirror B is one of the admins for Team Cypher. He takes over the sketchy town Pyrite, and the only person there who could stand up to him is this beefcake named Duking. So Mirror B steals his little Plusle and keeps it hostage so he can lord over the town and secretly hand out shadow Pokemon to tough trainers in the area. You have to win a Colosseum match to catch his attention and get invited into his base. Then you fight through all his goons, you make your way down into his lair, and there you find him with his team of Ludicolo and a Shadow Sudowoodo, whom he has taught to dance. You're faced with your first real boss battle here, and it's tough. He takes full advantage of the double battle system in the game, and he strategically uses Rain Dance to keep his Ludicolo healed up and faster than you. If you don't train hard and battle carefully, you're gonna be in for a bad time. In the sequel, after you've defeated Cypher in the first game, Mirror B is on his own, trying to start his own evil crew. It's his goal to own every Pokemon in the world, not a complete Pokédex. He wants to own literally every Pokemon that there is, all of them. He's got big dreams. You fight him throughout the game, rescuing shadow Pokemon from him so you can purify them. He doesn't really play a big role in the story of this one, but the developers clearly realized what a fan favorite he was from the first game. They made him the secret final boss. After you've caught and purified every shadow Pokemon in the main campaign, you have to find Mirror B at the top of a lighthouse, so you can battle him one final match and catch the secret final shadow Pokemon from him, a Dragonite. And you thought the battle against Red and Gold and Silver was cool? Red ain't got nothing on this guy. So I know what you're thinking, why hasn't Mirror B already been added to Smash? I'm really not sure either, but I think it is well past time. This guy is built for Smash, salsaing in the Mushroom Kingdom or moonwalking across Final Destination. He comes pre-packaged with some of the best battle music ever invented. Just imagine the ultimate remixes of this. And as for stages, you've got plenty to choose from. The top of the lighthouse, his arena in Pyrite Town, Mount Battle, the Relic Forest, the Outskirts Stand, the ship in the desert, Relic Tower. Any of these would be awesome. Maybe one of those floating tour type stages would work really well. I know it might be weird to have a Pokemon trainer physically out on the battlefield while we've got, the Pokemon trainer in Smash Bros. Already who's pretty hands-off, but Mirror B doesn't play by our rules. He'll punch a Charizard. He might not be the Smash character we need right now, but he is the Smash character that we deserve. And once he's made his fabulous mark on the Smash Bros. Franchise, Nintendo can finally give us what we really need. A third entry in the Ore region games, bring Colosseum and XD to the Switch, and then make this series a trilogy already, please Nintendo, it's what we deserve. I mean, come on, after Sword and Shield, you owe me this.